Hi, I'm Arnetta from Lansing, Michigan, and today I'm going to make you my Paradise Pear Pie. One thing I love about baking is that you get to be so creative and you can play in the kitchen and do testing and see what works and what doesn't work. And I wanted a pear pie that was a little bit different and took it to the next level of deliciousness. One of my favorite quesadillas is a pear and blue cheese quesadilla, so I thought I'm going to pair that up with blue cheese and pears but bake a pie. So here we go, making my Paradise Pear Pie. You're going to use 3 pears, and you can use whatever pears available with the fruit marker. You can use the red pears, the brown pears, Asian pears, whatever pears that you desire to use that day you can use. And depending on the size of the pear, you want 2 to 3 pears. I already started cutting up some pears. I'm going to cut up this half one right here. And this pie is fun and it's delicious. And you know how tangy the blue cheese is? It goes right, it just marries right well with the pears. So I'm just going to come in here and just give it a rough chop. They don't have to be any certain size, but bite size. You don't want them too big. And slide that right in there just like that. And to our pears, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. We have 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. We have 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and you want to use a pure vanilla, not imitation. I have half a cup of firmly packed brown sugar and half a cup of white sugar. And then I have 2 tablespoons of flour. So I'm going to mix that all together. Get my flour out of here first. And then you're going to mix this in. You want the flour and the sugar and everything to blend in. You want anything loose. And anything that escapes, put it back in because you want that in your pie. So come in here and stir that up just like that. And you want the brown sugar and the white sugar over each piece of pear. So when you have your individual bites of your slice of pie, you can taste the sweetness. And this is what all for our fruit part of our Paradise Pear Pie. So I'm going to move that to the side. And then we're going to get to the blue cheese and the cream part of this pie. I have 8 ounces of room temperature cream cheese, and this is just 4 ounces of blue cheese. And whatever type of favorite blue cheese that you have, you can use that. If you have it in a shredded bag, just go ahead and measure out 4 ounces, or if you buy it in blocks, just weigh it and just put in 4 ounces of blue cheese. It won't overwhelm the pears at all. In fact, it complements the pears in a very good way. So we're going to blend the cream cheese and the blue cheese together, and you want it to be smooth. It will be lumpy because of the blue cheese crumbles, but that's okay. You want to concentrate on getting that cream cheese nice and smooth. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and that's what helps with having the cream cheese room temperature or soft, so when you blend it, it helps with the smoothness. So I'm just going to take a spatula and come in here and just go over the sides to make sure that we have everything well incorporated. And it's all going to kind of look the same, but you'll notice, you can tell the blue cheese from the cream cheese, but you do want it all together. And we're going to come in here and add that to our pears, our brown sugar, our white sugar, our lemon juice, our vanilla, our flour, and our cinnamon. And this is going to make 1 9-inch deep dish pie. My oven is already preheated to 360 degrees, and it's going to bake for about 30 to 35 minutes depending on the type of oven that you have. So you want to set your timer to watch that. So I'm going to come in here with the cream cheese and the blue cheese and mix it in well with our pears. And then we're going to add it to our crust, and I have one thing to add to our crust to give it that next level of deliciousness, and it's all going to bake and be delicious together. So make sure you come in here when you mix your fruit and your cream cheese that it's all mixed together. Set that aside one more time to get our crust. And I always pre-line my cookie sheets with foil, just so if there are any spillage, you don't have to worry about scrubbing the cookie sheet. So what I have here is just a bag of sliced almonds, and there's no real measurement. You're just going to come in and sprinkle the bottom of the crust with the almonds, and you can cover the entire crust with that. And this is going to give it an extra little nutty flavor. And the oils that are in the almonds are going to release into the crust and give that crust a delicious flavor also. Okay, that's good. And now we're going to fill our pie crust with our mixture. This is going to bake, like I said, 30 to 35 minutes depending on the type of oven that you have, but you do want it preheated to 360 degrees. Excuse me. And you don't want to overfill the pie. But this, all the things mixed up can go right into this pie crust because it's a deep dish pie crust. Okay. Just come in and spread that out and then stick it to your preheated oven. But I want to make sure this is even. And that's a good sized chunk pears. And they're going to bake and meld together. And once it's done, you're going to have a delicious pie. So let's see what it looks like when it's all baked. You can still see the blue cheese and the pears. Let's taste this deliciousness and see what we have here. I always get nervous making the first cut of the pie, but it's got to be done, right? So let's do it. It's never pretty, but it's always delicious. So far, so good. I got it. Okay. I really wish you could be here, but since you're not, I'm going to taste it for you. Until you make your own, and you can taste it. Okay. You can see that blue cheese. You see the pears. And then those almonds on the bottom gives that crust a delicious nutty taste to it. This is a good pie. And I want you to do me one thing. I want you to bake, share, and enjoy.